Hello and welcome to TA for Traders. It's Thursday the 20th of April and I'm Nigel Croft. In this short video we're looking at two UK stocks. First of all we'll be looking at the charts on Asos and seeing that it's towards the lower boundary of an uptrend, so worth watching. And also we'll be looking at the charts of Acacia mining, which has come out with figures today and has fallen below a key support level. So here we have the daily chart on Asos. And as you can see, I've drawn these parallel trend lines which took us through the lows, and is what I believe is the trend that technical analysts will be looking at. What you can see immediately is we came down to the lower boundary and have just edged back into the trend. Quite worrying signs last week that we were going to fall out of the trend. You can see the 50-day moving average, which is the blue line, is now giving the support, and I would be hopeful that that will hold us into the trend. The downtrending 20-day moving average, which is at presently 57.86, will give resistance on any bounce, so be careful. The RSI is indicative, it's neutral-ish at 46.66, but is in a slight downtrend, so indicating slight negative momentum. MACD were showing negative momentum, starting to flatten out actually, so signs of improvement there. On the weekly, you can see, actually, you can't. I'll just change the color on the bottom channel here so you can see where it is. Okay, so that's better. So you can see where the uptrend channel is on this chart, and you can see that we're very much in the uptrend. The 20-week moving average gave the support and gave support a couple of weeks ago, which is good. 50 to 200 lagging behind but moving upwards, indicating we are still in the uptrend. RSI has unwound 57.31, so above 50, so reasonably okay. MACD were looking positive, starting to unwind slightly. Keep an eye on those. Overall still in the trend, so still reasonably okay. Given what's happened with the general election and given what's happened to sterling, with Asos obviously being a big importer, you would think that would be a positive and for their margins, so hopefully it will stay in the trend. And looking at the short term, you can see the trend line on here, how we went below it a couple of weeks last week, and it looked worrying. Back above it now, the 24-hour average is turning round. That will give support. The 54-hour average will give the resistance. RSI neutral at 49, MACD slightly positive. And looking at the support resistance levels, as I said, there's a resistance coming in at the downtrending 20-day, 57.85.35. Then the resistance from the previous highs, 61.16. With that support coming from the uptrend line, which is presently around about 5,500, and then the second support at 5,300. Acacia mining come out with figures today. Shares are under pressure. They've been under pressure for the last 3 days. Although we've bounced today, it was quite significant that we went below the key support here, which was about the 430. We went into 429s, so we broke that support. We confirmed the pattern of lower lows. It was not good. The RSI is down below 50 and the MACD are rolling. Let's look at the shorter term. So let's look at the 4 hour, and you can see here the bounce that we had. But you can see it did go below the previous low there. RSI is negative momentum, starting maybe to get oversold, but look back here on the last big, the second last big fallout. The RSI went down to below 15, so it's a lot lower it can go. The key support now is at this £4 level. MACD is negative. On the weekly, and you can see that really we could be in a consolidation pattern, but this is a big red candle that we're seeing for this week, and as I said, it took us below there. This is the next key support at the £4. If we went down below there, you're confirming the downtrend, and then you could see that the share come below into the 320s. So let's wait and see. The RSI is in a negative downtrend, so indicating negative momentum, even though it still is above 50. And the MACD are flatlining, probably likely to start turning down. So a slight negative picture. On the support resistances on Acacia, resistance at the moving averages 459.5 and 477. Actually, I did this before we went below the 430 support, so we went below there, so that's no longer support, and that key support now is the 399.6 level. So we've had a look at the charts of Acacia Mining. Didn't look brilliant, and has got key support at the £4 level. If that doesn't hold, expect a potential move looking at the charts down to 320. And on Asos, we saw that we're just still in the uptrend, and hopefully we will maintain that and push on up in the uptrend. This has been TA for Traders. I'm Nigel Croft. Thank you for watching this video. If you've come and watched so much and you're still with me, please do subscribe. Thank you very much. Please remember that these videos are for educational purposes only and are my opinions, and in no way are they meant as investment recommendations. Please do read the disclaimer. Thank you.